An alternate by way of Newport Coast Drive or Crown Valley Parkway. Kfi Am Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Inka Martinez.
Hey, Tom here. I've had many pleasant surprises throughout my career and my personal life, and my experience with Advanced Hair Restoration is one of my favorites. I received their advanced FUE treatment 2 years ago, and I'm surprised and relieved that my own natural hair has literally replaced my bald spot. Advanced Hair addresses hair loss for men and women across all ages, and I know that they can help you too. Advanced Hair does it with an easy, virtually pain-free, one-day treatment. It's amazing that such a simple solution can address balding that progressed for years, or in my case, decades. Don't wait any longer. Advanced Hair's exceptional standard of care exceeds the CDC guidelines, so there's never been a better time to address your needs. For your free consultation, call 844-333-HAIR, and you're going to receive special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair is guaranteed to grow. 844-333-HAIR, or see the before and after photos at advancedhair.com.
Southland weather from KFI. Hot again tomorrow, mid-70s for around 80 at beaches. Mid-80s to mid-90s for Metro LA. Low 90s for around 102 in the valley. Low to mid-90s for Inland OC. 100 to 105 in the IE. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Deborah Mark.
Income-eligible renters who have been impacted by COVID-19 can now get 100% of their rent and utilities paid by the state of California through the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program. Assistance from the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program does not count as earned income for renters and will not interfere with eligibility for any other state benefit assistance programs such as CalFresh or CalWorks. Landlords with tenants who have been unable to pay their rent because of COVID-19 are also eligible for 100% reimbursement and are encouraged to apply. The application is fast. Information will be kept private and you won't be asked about citizenship. To check eligibility and apply, visit housingiskey.com or call 833-430-2122.
Income-eligible renters and landlords who've been impacted by COVID-19 can now get 100% of their past due rent or utility bills paid through the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program. Apply at housingiskey.com before eviction protections end on September 30th. Brought to you by the California Department of Housing and Community Development.
Gavin Newsom's report card. Education, 41st in the nation. Gasoline, highest in the nation. Sales tax, highest in the nation. Income tax, highest in the nation. Homeless, highest in the nation. Oh, and one of the first states in the nation to end cash sales. With his appalling record, Gavin Newsom couldn't get a busboy job at the French Laundry restaurant. It's time for a change, because returning Gavin Newsom to office again and again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. In this most critical election, your vote for Larry Elder will help make that monumental change, bring California back to its deserved glory, and take its rightful place at the head of the class.
ElectElder.com.
Ad paid for by Elder for Government 2021.
Investors NRIA provides up to 18 to 21% returns on their Class A real estate portfolio. Go to nria.net for more.
Live and local. Kfi AM 640. An iHeart radio station.
We need to move our criminal justice system into the direction of the 21st century.
The public should be outraged by this.
We need to use science and data in order to address public safety, gun violent crime.
Your data and science is completely flawed.
Your data and your science is dangerous to the communities of this valley. We are very, very concerned about your policies.
You will see that not only have I enhanced public safety,
I am absolutely outraged at the lies that Mr. Gaston is spewing. He has no business implementing laws of his own personal choice, which we voted against.
we've done so in a way that is much more fiscally and socially responsible.
Not only is he breaking the law, but he is not doing what he is supposed to do as a district attorney, and that is protect his victims.
I truly believe that he's in the wrong office. He should have been a public defender.
He's voted in, he be voted out.
Celebrating us going home on the gas thing, direct.
Crime is at a historic low in this nation, is at historic lows in the state.
That's the principle line of it.
And now, for an update on the recall of LA County District Attorney George Gaston, here's John and Ken.
John Cobell from Ken Shampro's Kfi Am 640 live everywhere.
on the iHeartRadio app. This one's hard to believe.
If you are,
Every few days, I'm seeing things that I couldn't have imagined I'd ever see.
if you are a registered voter in LA County, please go to recallgeorgegascon.com. You can actually download the petition, mail it in. I did it. It's easy. What John is talking about is probably one of the most infamous inmates in all of California's prisons. And probably, he's dead now, but Charles Manson might be, the top all time.
Yeah, I think this guy's up, in the Manson family category. His name is Sirhan, and he's the one who assassinated Robert F. Kennedy. And he was convicted, and all his appeals were denied.
Now he faces a California parole board for the 16th time tomorrow.
Can you believe a guy who killed a Kennedy might be paroled, and George Gascon is he's not opposing it. He's not going to send any prosecutor to testify or submit any arguments to keep Sirhan in jail.
Yeah, Gascon had all those directives when he took office. And one of them is that his office has a default policy. That default policy would be to not attend parole hearings. That's it. And to even support the release of some inmates who had served their mandatory minimum.
Because what you need is someone to remind the boneheads on the parole board the damage that this guy did. This was horrific, because Robert Kennedy had just won the California primary at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles late that night, and he just gave his victory speech. He might have been on his way to the presidential nomination. And he very well could have been president. But he ran against Nixon that year.
Is this the time where California's death sentence was suspended? I don't remember the timeline, but he was convicted in 1969 of the murder. And he got life with the possibility of parole when California abolished the death sentence. But that's why he can be released.
And it was shocking, because it was the third assassination after John Kennedy and Martin Luther King. This was only 2 months after King got shot.
Right.
And now you had the second Kennedy brothers got shot. And the whole nation was traumatized and horrified. And it never occurred to me that any of these assassins would ever get released. But who could have conjured up George Gascon? It's just unbelievably shocking.
So, it looks like the Kennedy family's not going to object or do anything either. They apparently have not contacted the parole board. They're not sending anybody.
Well, his nutty son, the anti-vax fanatic, Robert Kennedy Jr., thinks that there was another guy who shot Sirhan.
In fact, one of the victims who was also shot that night thinks the same thing. Because remember all this talk about how Sirhan was in the front of Kennedy, but Kennedy took some bullets to the back, and there was all this belief that there was a second gunman.
Well, just like the John Kennedy assassination.
Yes. But actually, some investigators believe that what happened is Kennedy turned to try to avoid Sirhan with the gun, and that may be why some of the bullets appear to have entered his back.
He certainly shot bullets into him.
But Kennedy was shot 4 times at point-blank range from behind. One shot passing through his jacket and not striking him with a fatal shot so close that gunpowder was on his hair. Multiple bullet holes in the ceiling and door frames indicated that more than 8 shots, which was the capacity of Sirhan's gun, were fired. They believe, prosecutors and some experts, that Kennedy probably turned his back on the advancing gunman, enabling the wounds to the rear.
But Sirhan himself alluded to the shooting.
He used to say he didn't remember.
He didn't remember, but he has expressed remorse in parole hearings since the 1980s. At one of the parole hearings, he said, "I have feelings of shame and inward guilt. I honestly feel the pain that the Kennedys may have gone through." Well, he was there. That was his gun. Well, why does everybody play pretend? Well, I don't know if he was the one who killed him. Well, what was he there for? He had a gun?
This guy, Paul Schrady, is still alive. He was shot in the head while standing behind Kennedy. He's one of those that believes that there was another gunman.
He's not the guilty one, said Trade to the Washington Post. The important thing is to get him out, then identify the second gunman. Well, people just start believing in all kinds of nutty things. Now, 53 years later, there's a second gunman. Then why is Sirhan feeling guilty? Why does he feel remorse? Why does he feel bad about all the pain he put the family through? Now, Sirhan is Palestinian. I guess that was the issue. I don't remember, but I thought it was his belief that RFK was too pro-Israel, maybe. That was supposedly the motive behind the shooting. He's still got family that lives in Southern California, and they want to welcome him back if he's paroled, but he could be deported, which is another interesting side story to this. He wasn't a citizen when he committed the murder. The family lives in the family home in Pasadena. They immigrated from Israel as Palestinian refugees. His younger brother told the Washington Post the home is ready for him. But as we just mentioned, it's possible he could be deported if parole because he never obtained citizenship before his arrest. It's still up to the parole board. But Gaston is such a stunt. He is such fun. Yes. He will not even object to the release of one of the most infamous assassins, even an assassination of a presidential candidate. Not worth keeping him in prison till he dies. Many believe that he probably would have beaten Nixon in the 68 election. Oh, yeah, he had a tremendous amount of momentum at the time. He wouldn't have Watergate, and he would have. But I also believe we would have pulled the U.S. out of the Vietnam War a lot quicker than Nixon. Yeah. Who knows what that would have resulted in. All right, we got more coming up. Johnny 10 Kfi and Deborah Marquez.
U.S. military officials say more than 104,000 civilians have been flown out of Afghanistan in the last 12 days. That includes about 5,000 Americans. The feds have intercepted more than 39,000 counterfeit designer brand products at the ports of L.A. and Long Beach. The number of people applying for federal unemployment benefits has gone up for the first time in 5 weeks. The Labor Department says the jobless claims increased by 4,000 to a total of 353,000 last week. We're going to go to 10, and we will check in with the KFI in the sky next.
Your teeth are so rotted out, you're missing some, they're broken, you look like a jack-o'-lantern. You're afraid to smile in public because you don't have a smile anymore. You're afraid to eat food because you don't have teeth to chew the food. And you need to go to Cutting Dental. Cutting Dental has new permanent teeth in a day. These look and feel like natural teeth. And you'll be smiling, and you'll be eating, and you'll be enjoying life again. You call now and get $1,500 off new permanent teeth, and you get a free exam, x-rays, and CT scans. Restrictions apply. The offer expires August 31st. Cutting Dental has been rebuilding smiles for over 52 years, 4 generations of dentistry. And you walk in the morning with your rotted mouth. By afternoon, you have this beautiful smile, and you sleep through the whole thing. So call 888-640-SMILE, 888-640-SMILE, 888-640-SMILE.
Get a king bed for a queen price at Mattress Firm. Save up to $500 during the best Labor Day sale ever on top-rated brands like Sealy and Sleepy's. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 or more. Southland weather from KFI. Sunny and hot tomorrow. Temps mid-80s to around 105. This report brought to you by Mattress Firm. It's slow on the 10 in Santa Monica.
Those eastbound delays have really filled in, backing up away from 20th Street as you roll all across Mid-City into downtown Los Angeles, heading to the 5 in Boyle Heights. Just a big mess there. Let's take a look at the drive in Anaheim Hills with Will Kohlschreiber. KFI in the Sky, sponsored by Injury Attorney, Superwoman.Superlawyer.com.
The fast track lanes are probably pretty good investment today, Angel. The eastbound side of the 91 very slow from the 57. Creeping and crawling all the way over to the 71. Once you get there, it eases up just a bit. But then downtown Corona pretty much is a riverside patches of slowing as well. Injured in an accident, visit Superwoman.Superlawyer.com. Will Kohlschreiber, KFI in the Sky.
Laguna Canyon Road in Laguna Beach remains off limits in the area of Big Bend due to a crash, and that's putting some huge pressure along Coast Highway as people seek alternates like Crown Valley Parkway or Newport Coast Drive. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
This report is sponsored by IAccidentLawyer.com.
Tired of the BS? We spent $500,000 on risk. Result $8 million for leg-injured motorcyclists.
Results may vary, no guarantee.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also accepting real estate donations.
I want to break free. Break free in 2022 with Norwegian's Labor Day sale. Book your cruise today and enjoy 30% off, free open bar, and much more. With our leading health and safety program, you can cruise with the ultimate freedom on 100% fully vaccinated ships that are fully open to explore. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Hi, Tim Cottle here of Cottle Chevrolet, Costa Mesa. During the Chevy Open Road sales event, we'll be offering great deals on every Chevy at CottleChevrolet.com. Find new roads at Cottle Chevrolet, the Orange County original since 1964.
If you own a business and manage to keep 5 or more people on payroll, a new government program will pay you up to $33,000 per employee. $33,000. This isn't a loan, it's a grant, it's free money. The challenge? Getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler. That's exactly why I founded InnovationRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. At InnovationRefunds.com, our tax attorneys and CPAs are experts in helping businesses like yours to get their share of these government funds. InnovationRefunds.com does all the legwork and doesn't charge you a penny until you receive the money. Our team has helped over 6,000 businesses to get some $450 million, and InnovationRefunds.com can get your business up to $33,000 per employee. Just go to InnovationRefunds.com, click on Qualify Me, answer a few questions. No risk, high reward. InnovationRefunds.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. It's the biggest sale of the year where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Californians can return their recall ballot through September 14th. Just put your completed ballot in the postage-paid envelope, sign the back, and return by mail, at a drop box, or in person. Learn more at vote.va.gov.
What makes one head of lettuce better than another? At Ralph's, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best will do. That means not every leafy green leaves the field, and not every grape makes the grade. So when you shop Ralph's, you know it's not just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
Add the delicious fresh taste of medium avocados to your next meal. They're just 99 cents each with your card. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
Win your way to our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival, September 17th and 18th.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Coming live to iHeartRadio stations across America and streaming free on the CW app and CWTV.com. You'll see Billie Eilish, Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Dua Lipa, Phineas, Florida Georgia Line, J. Cole, Journey, Khalid, Lil Baby, Maroon 5, Nelly, Sam Hunt, Weezer, and more. Listen every weekday to win your way there.
Portions of the following program will be recorded. With social media and all the woke crap.
Wish I was 90 right now.
Not having any idea who you people are. So yeah, and don't unplug me either, man.
No?
I want to be a major effing burden.
The Tim Connolly Jr. Show.
Don't pull my plug and wipe my...
Weeknights at 6 on KFI.
Johnny Kent Show, John Cobelt and Ken Champo. It's Kfi Am 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And the voice line is tomorrow, so here's your final reminder to leave a message if you want to be included in the lovely collection of calls that come up at 520 and 550. 1-877-MOIST-86. 1-877-664-7886. Remember Andrew Cuomo? the former New York governor.
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
He was accused by nearly a dozen women of harassment, and his own attorney general released a report saying it looks like that's all true, so he quit. But what also got wrapped up in this are some of these Me Too organizations. Time's Up is one of them. We've got 2 resignations that came out of the Cuomo scandal. The latest today was the president and chief executive, a woman by the name of Tina Chen. She resigned today because, in case you don't know, they were apparently giving advice to Governor Cuomo as to how to defend himself against the allegations when they popped up last year.
They would know what would work. They would be experts on this, right?
Right. And of course, the belief is that Cuomo was an important ally, I guess they thought, in their movement, and
he got the
connected.
He got the Bill Clinton treatment. The National Organization of Women, after we found out what Clinton had done to Monica Lewinsky and all the other women, had the Now organization behind him the whole way through because he was for abortion. As long as he was willing to kill babies, then he was fine with them.
So the story is, it was a Washington Post report that Chen blocked the release of a statement in December in support of a woman by the name of Lindsay Boylan. She was the first woman to come forward to accuse Cuomo of sex harassment. The article contained text messages among the top Time's Up leaders as they debated whether or not to even get involved. And it would seem basic when you have these kinds of accusations, but of course, because it's against a top Democrat named Cuomo, suddenly, if these are against some big Republican.
Sure. If it was Ron DeSantis, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, right.
They're phonies. They're complete phonies. They were helping. They were helping in this smear tactics. One of these executives was being consulted on how to smear.
Yes, well, the other one that quit was Roberta Kaplan.
Yeah.
She's the one that already quit. She resigned on August 9th. And apparently she consulted with Chen over Cuomo's response strategy. And you're right, they were all trying to come up with tactics.
And the tactics are always to demonize the women who are making the complaints. That's what the main tactic is that they're lying, they're exaggerating, they were flirting and asking for it, it was consensual, blah, blah, blah. It's a pretty short playbook, and it's the same playbook pulled out every time.
Now, what I found when I was looking at this story, the first and previous head of Time's Up is a woman by the name of Lisa Borders. She quit in 2019. You know why she quit? Her own son was accused of being sexually inappropriate with a Santa Monica woman.
Boy, there's a psychological...
She stepped down because there's a conflict there since a family member is now at Time's Up.
Well, I want to know what the salaries these people get running these organizations. Because I know they were getting a tremendous amount of donations.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
Which is really why they got into the business.
If you wanted to know, it's probably a public record. And
clearly they didn't care about the women, right? Or you wouldn't be holding private meetings and giving Cuomo private advice on how to blunt these accusations and smear the women. So what are they in it for? If not to help women, it might be the 6-figure salaries they were getting. Geez, I guess it got squirted with water.
What happened?
Ken came stumbling in there like a bump, dropped some stuff and some liquid. That's just Purell. Sorry. I was going to say, it got my eye.
Sanitized it.
Stung a little bit.
No way.
All right, well, I got assaulted here.
I apologize, man. It's been one of those days. I haven't had a drink in a month.
Go back to it. You lost your balance.
Every one of my grandparents, my grandfather's friends, they all retired on the same month. And all 5 of them, they're all in their 80s or 70s. And they all retired in the same month. They've all worked together like 30 or 40 years.
Yeah.
Every one of them dies in 6 months. Every one of them.
Because when guys have nothing to do,
they get bored, and they get nasty habits, and they die. Yeah.
They just start drinking.
But, all right, so we got a big show tonight. We got Dr. Ray Kasheri coming on. He's always cool when he talks about COVID. Then we got bad news, out of I think it was 12 Marines and 1 Navy personnel killed in Afghanistan. Horrible, horrible news. And then the unemployment cliff looms as well. And we'll talk about that. And then the Torrance kids are playing, right? They're up 2-1.
You probably good news there at the moment.
I think they're up 2-1, aren't they?
No.
What's the score?
Take another look.
Oh, no. What is it?
I don't have it on. Tell you, or you
Yeah. Yeah, what is it?
It's 4-2, Ohio.
Oh, no.
Top of the fifth?
Oh, they only play 6, right?
I think they only play 6.
Oh, no.
They still got 2 up. As soon as you started talking.
No,
them again.
Okay, well, look, you guys can have your fun and games, but the very first time we talked about them, they went out and they won on Saturday and kicked ass, 9-0.
And you're the one that made the joke yesterday. You went to the Shakey's and they lost. That's why we're...
I know, but I'm always the kid that does.
The same Conway curse.
I know.
I hope you're not betting on Little League.
You hope. No, but we used to bet on, well, I can't, I guess I could. We used to go and love this.
Go ahead, admit to a felony.
We used to go and bet on our track team at high school.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was it like a private bookie?
No, because we knew the guys on our team weren't that good, so we kept betting on the other team.
Very nice. Pete Rose.
Yeah, Pete Rose of the Valley.
You're such a degenerate. Good God. All right. Mark Runner is the news and Trojan Conway's next. KFI, KOSC, HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Bombings in Afghanistan. I'm Mark Ronner, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. 2 bombings in Kabul, Afghanistan have killed 13 members of the U.S. military and hurt 18 others.
If we can find those associated with this, we will go after them. We've been clear all along that we're going to retain the right to operate against ISIS in Afghanistan.
Commander of the U.S. Central Command Marine Corps General Kenneth McKenzie says one of the bombings happened at an airport entrance gate where U.S. service members do close-body security checks before people get on planes. An Afghan official says at least 60 Afghans were killed and almost 150 others hurt in the bombing at the airport. The other attack happened at a hotel next to the airport. Some restaurant owners in L.A. are saying they want the government to take the lead on indoor COVID-19 vaccine rules.
A new survey from the Independent Hospitality Coalition shows restaurants want to minimize conflict over vaccine enforcement by having clear local policies in place.
Overwhelmingly, our members said that they would emphasize awareness over enforcement by small businesses.
Adam Englander is with the coalition and says hiring workers is the biggest challenge for food service, and enforcing mask rules makes it even harder to keep employees. He says there would be fewer conflicts over enforcement if universal rules were in place. The LA City Council is waiting on an ordinance requiring vaccines for most indoor spaces to be drafted by the city attorney. Brian Berman, KFI News.
A wildfire in Vital Creek area near Fontana has burned almost 700 acres and is 0% contained.
At least 4 homes and 14 other buildings have been destroyed by the fire.
Next to the gas stations and these fast food restaurants, you have just a field of dry grass.
U.S. Forest Service Public Affairs Officer Zach Barron says air crews were able to save multiple businesses when the fire started yesterday near the 15 freeway.
When that cost check drops, the pavement and the signs are all pink right now. So it washes off easy, but it's pretty striking how close that got.
Cal Fire says night flying helicopters work through the night. Day crews are preparing for high temperatures and low humidity. More than 1,000 people were told to leave their homes. Corbin Carson, KFI News.
Prosecutors in L.A. say they will not oppose the release of Sirhan Sirhan, the man who killed Bobby Kennedy.
For 15 previous parole hearings, prosecutors from the LA County DA's office had opposed Sirhan's release. But after taking office last fall, DA George Gascon announced his office would not automatically just show up to hearings. Instead, it would show support to inmates who have done their time and no longer pose a threat to the public. The DA's office said in this case it would stay neutral on the Sirhan hearing. Sirhan, who's now 77, was convicted of assassinating Kennedy in 1968 at the Ambassador Hotel near downtown L.A. He's been in prison 53 years. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
A former music teacher who worked in several school districts in Southern California has been sentenced to more than 15 years in federal prison for producing child pornography. John Zaretsky pleaded guilty in that case, and also to one on the state level. His 18-year sentence will run concurrent to the federal one. Feed stores in the U.S. say they're overwhelmed by people trying to buy a horse dewormer to prevent COVID-19. Ivermectin has been touted online by some on-air personalities without proof it does any good. D&D Tack and Feed in Las Vegas cannot keep ivermectin in stock. Store clerk Shelley Smith says she put up a warning that ivermectin is extremely dangerous to humans. He says one customer told her he and his wife have been taking.
And my only side effect is I can't see in the morning.
One of the people promoting ivermectin as a cure for getting COVID-19 is the mayor of a town in Alaska. We got a stone and orange on 57.
Heads up here as you make your way along that southbound side, coming up on the 522 split. They've just hauled this stall out of lanes, but we're still seeing some slow traffic getting away from Orangewood. Let's check out Anaheim Hills with Will Kohlschreiber, KFI in the Sky, sponsored by injury attorney Superwoman, superlawyer.com.
Your money and weather next.
Hey! Do we have Will Kohlschreiber in the Sky checking in?
Here?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, we are checking out Anaheim Hills. It is very slow from the 57 on over to the 71. Expect delays there. Also, if you are trying to get out of Hawthorne on the 105 eastbound at Crenshaw, we had an earlier crash involving a motorcycle, and that is just adding to a miserable drive over to the 710 is where it finally does open up for you on that 105. But even stays slow at 605. Injured in an accident, visit Superwoman, superlawyer.com. Will Kohlschreiber, KFI in the Sky.
Your money and weather next.
All right, let's talk about Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. You want to sell your home and you want to get out of Dodge pretty quickly, right? You don't want to deal with showings, realtors, cleaning, or making upgrades. That's for the birds. You're not a bird. Anyway, you got to call Sunday right away for a free no-obligation cash offer. They're going to take photos of your place, do a 3D walkthrough, and then they're going to package your property details and send it to the thousands of local investors in their database who are actively looking to buy a property, perhaps exactly like yours, right? So the average homeowner or property owner receives 12 offers on their property over the next week. So let's phone it. You can get a $20,000 cash advance when you sell with Sunday. They can close in as quick as 10 days or months if you like. It's your property. You should dictate that. And call them up and see what they have to offer you. Sunday.com is the website. SUNDAE.com or phone them. 800-25-OFFER. 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 Sunday's California-based California. Sunday is a California licensed real estate broker. DRE license number 0208829. I heard that.
Income-eligible renters impacted by COVID-19 can now get 100% of their past due rent and utility bills paid through the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program. Landlords with tenants who haven't paid rent because of COVID-19 are eligible for 100% reimbursement too. The application is fast, your information is private, and you won't be asked about citizenship. Apply at housingwithkey.com before eviction protections end on September 30th. Brought to you by the California Department of Housing and Community Development.
Your KFI Money Report brought to you by Bay Alarm. Dow closed down 192. NASDAQ jumped 96. S&P lost 26. The average price of gas is $4.39.
Bay Alarm Advanced Video Security proactively protects your property, stopping crime before it starts.
Southland weather from KFI, it's 79 right now, mostly clear with a low around 64 tonight. Sunny tomorrow with highs in the mid-70s to around 80 at the beaches, mid-80s to mid-90s for Metro LA, low 90s to around 102 in the valley, low to mid-90s in inland OC to 100 to 105 rather in the IE. Right now it is 77 in Seal Beach, 92 in Fullerton, 93 in Sherman Oaks, 91 in Agoura Hills. We lead local.